Beyond Online.
Come back in case you just join me. This time the program Inside Newspaper where they come to you live now Maze Television on channel 32. As I said earlier, I did with Ambassador Fode Conte, we na staff writer for the Calabash newspaper, where we can discuss some of the banner headlines and we make today on edition of various newspapers. Me na Ishmael Gula. Don't forget to you can catch me with various social media outlets, Amaze TV SL. As we they look inside some of the banner headlines, we expect Abubakar Josese from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. We hopefully get for join me inside the program. Moiba. They start with the Standard Time newspaper and banner headlines states President Bill champions dialogue, constitutionalism and development. And we see the other side, they say travelers applaud suspension of $25 airport security fee. But let me start with President Bill in champion dialogue, constitutionalism and development. Of course, we see last week the president be inside Makeni Usai begets this through the Ministry of Information, they begets the civic town hall na the Makeni. We are in a lot of things and the way they be discussed, including the 5 big game change. And people be asked questions from different facets as to waiting would they expect in terms of development in the country. But from your own perspective, what now you take on this town hall?
Yes, I believe say the town hall meeting, like I always say, now a very good platform for bring the government to the people and the people to the government, because this is not a time where critical questions where somebody go on for ask, they get the opportunity for ask directly to the #1 gentleman at the country, when are the president. And so all over the world we don't see town hall meetings them where governments them or institutions or civil rights organizations don't they organize for actually try for see how then they do of more engagement with the people themselves. So the town hall meeting of itself, it's a very good one, very one way everybody applaud. The only issues now that the transparency and accountability of the town hall meeting, and also how the town hall meeting, how they actually plan. Because if you look at what happened from the first town hall meeting at Freetown to the second one at Kenema, although the one at Kenema, His Excellency the President not be there in attendance, to the one at Makeni, now the third town hall meeting, this presidential town hall meeting, where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education don't organize. And there has been a lot of call from the first one to the third one that we want to see a town hall meeting with very transparent, a town hall meeting say people that were able to ask the question they were want to ask to His Excellency. But what we see from the town hall meeting is as if it's like a stage managed something. Say they don't go get all the questions, then they look at the question, oh, this question here, we don't ask the president, do this question now they ask to the president and everything. And you even listen, where they listen to the Minister of Information, where they ask the question to the President. In the bit bio the President, you know, they actually ask the right question. We say, for example, Mr. President, we know say you don't try, you don't do very good work on this tier, but somebody asks the question on so. That is not the way you ask the question. Ask the question to the President. But the thing again, we like they say, now the manner in which the town meeting is being organized, because we want to see an independent town hall meeting, a town hall meeting we're very open. We're saying we know we even get the Minister of Information serving as the moderator to this particular town hall meeting if we really want to have it, because that is the minister, he's working under the president. You cannot expect him to ask those critical questions to the president.
Sure.
But if you have somebody who is independent, who is not a part of governance, we're able to ask those critical questions to the president. So we're able to ask those questions the way, yes, the president go want for even if the president not want for your leader question in the, but definitely these are questions where citizens them go want for demand answers to as the first gentleman of the country, rather than us seeing that the Minister of Information was actually serving as the moderator na then particular platform there. So at the end of it all, we're not able to utilize what actually we want for utilize at the end of the day. All we see that yes, the president is available, questions being posed directly from the minister, because even the videos questions them. This was done by the ministry. And you have people in Makeni who ask critical questions in that videos, but their videos or their questions was never aired or asked to the president. Just because those questions might seem very critical to the government. So, but if let me say for instance, that town hall meeting is being moderated by somebody who is not part of governance. It might be a civil society activist, that person might be a journalist, but somebody who is not connected to government. Yeah, then that person will be able to ask those critical questions to the president.
But one go on for asks is, since this town hall conference normally don't they go ahead from the ministry or by the Ministry of Information, why now maybe when they decide say okay, we want to take the town hall to certain venue, then because of this we bring in an independent body? For the fact say, now they're responsible, right? Now they're responsible for bringing the town halls there and other press conferences then we can normally do on a weekly basis. So for the fact say, you bring an independent body for conducting kind of town hall there, mean say the ministry itself will get questioned?
No, I don't think say the ministry will get questioned in this place, because this is a town hall meeting, and what you try for, the way you count an independent somebody, you don't try for make the process very transparent. We know they say lay other institution organize them. It can be organized like how they don't start by the Ministry of Information and Civic Education as the forefront liners. With support from other institutions, them MDAs. But when it comes to the moderation of the show of itself, let us have an independent individual, somebody who is not connected to government. Because if you have somebody who is connected to government, okay, we know they get the kind transparency or independency when the town hall meeting forget. Okay. When it comes to the facilitation of the question, yes, the whole process, So we are not saying that what the ministry is doing, therefore go give out to another person. But let me see, for example, the presidential debate where don't happen at the country. Okay, I think the very first one was actually moderated by Aruna. Hassan Aruni moderated it. You see, so not only organizer, not only BBC can organizer.
Okay. In an election and this
yes. No, but why you think say by then we don't get somebody who be part of governance or be the try for kind of governance? Because we want to get an independent debate process. Also, none of those contestants will feel say, no, I was asked this question based on the fact say I am part of this political party. But rather we get somebody who was independent, who could ask those questions to each and one of you independently, with fairness, with transparency. So having the town hall meeting, what we are saying, we want to say the Ministry of Information and Civic Organizer. Okay. But what we are saying that let's have an independent individual to stage the moderation, so that you don't ask the president those critical questions.
Okay, so let me look at development and the constitution as a whole. For the fact say plenty of questions have been asked for by different people to the president with regards to the 5 big game change and other related issues. Then because on yesterday we get a broader journalist Insef Milena, the mayor of Makeni City, bitterly be dissatisfied with how the process and the engagement of the town hall will look like. These are some of the things they would expect a government for the take-up. But at the end of the day, we see it turn around back for be something different altogether. But now, the president be answer to a few questions then, based on the one that we forget from in a Minister of Information, because there were certain questions passed through the Minister of Information. We get some direct questions as well. So in terms of development, let me look at how the president, being the father of the nation, responding to some of their questions there, and how it gets to come, into fruitfulness. Because by answering question 1, 2, we'd expect some of their questions that we answer if it come to light.
Yes, I think several questions were posed to the president when one of it now infrastructure.
Sure.
We then highlight a lot of roads, even the mayor, now Makeni, being get for actually tell the president say, even that road where they come out from Freetown to Makeni, that road is very narrow, we most times can lead to several accidents there, and that government foresee how they try to plead to the government, foresee how they will expand that road and make a very good road. So that's now the one we come up for infrastructure. Even there are roads within Makeni, where actually the mayor will also try for call and say, let them see how they're going to fix those roads.
Okay, plenty. Thank you, Moriba. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, we will continue with the discussion.
Online. Are you having difficulty with your internet service? Worry no more. Online has got you covered. Heard about Shop Online? Here's the catch. Shop Online is an exciting platform to search for goods and services throughout Sierra Leone. At Shop Online, you can buy and sell cars, motorbikes, and vans. We've got a selection of over 100 cars. You can browse through the photographs and specifications of each one. Also, Online's fully managed IP MPLS private network offers your enterprise with a world-class fast and easy access internet with the possibility of connecting all of your sites to a single IP network, allowing data, voice, and video convergence. Our internet service provider, Limezone, is a high-speed internet that lets you work easily and at a faster rate. Want to know more? Please call on the online sales team on 303 from any online number or +232 76 88 88 85 or +232 30 88 88 85 or email and find out more about the packages we offer and how we can help your business. Online, beyond online. Are you having difficulty with your internet service? Worry no more. Online has got you covered. Heard about Shop Online? Here's the catch. Shop Online is an exciting platform to search for goods and services throughout Sierra Leone. At Shop Online, you can buy and sell cars, motorbikes, and vans. We've got a selection of over 100 cars. You can browse through the photographs and specifications of each one. Also, Online's fully managed IP MPLS private network offers your enterprise with a world-class fast and easy access internet with the possibility of connecting all of your sites to a single IP network, allowing data, voice, and video convergence. Our internet service provider, Limezone, is a high-speed internet that lets you work easily and at a faster rate. Want to know more? Please call on the online sales team on 303 from any online number or +232 76 88 88 85 or +232 30 88 88 85 or email and find out more about the packages we offer and how we can help your business. Online, beyond online.
Welcome back. In case you just joined me, this is a program Inside the Newspaper where they come to you live on Amaze Television on Channel 32. Don't forget, say you can catch me on the various social media outlets, Amaze TV SL. As we don't be joined inside the studio by Abubakar Josise, we now the National Strategic Communication Unit from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to Inside the Newspaper. As we don't discuss inside the newspaper, we look at the Standard Time newspaper. We say President Bill champion dialogue, constitutionalism, and development. Of course, last week we see the presidents with the inside McKinney, who side the Geddes Town Hall, and I believe say Unana the coordinator them when it comes to the press conferences of Ministry of Information and Civic Education. From your points, some questions then come up aside from the main issue of discussion we have the 5 big game changer. So from your perspective, let me look at the dialogue and the town hall, how it will look like.
Well, one of the most successful events we don't get in recent times, and McKinney as a venue was chosen by His Excellency himself, because we all know for fact McKinney the stronghold of the main opposition. But the President will have for send a powerful message that irrespective of whether somebody vote for him, as long as Sierra Leonean, it is for everybody. Democracy, all man right for the Usai one for the. If the majority of the people of McKinney say them belong to the main opposition, so be it. At the end of the day, but that no mean to say if opportunities there. If anything they wait for benefit all Sierra Leoneans, they should be left out. And also that no mean to say if opportunity there for the president to engage citizens, he will go Sudan, he engage the entire country from that particular end. So now that make we go McKinney, and everything went on well. The people of McKinney then turn up the hall full, and we get very, very good questions. Of course, most of them will follow the event when I see A lot of questions came from citizens across the country, and we also took some questions inside the hall. So on the whole, it was a very good event, and we are very much pleased with the outcome.
Okay, so what we want to ask, say, as you likely mentioned, say, Makeni people no mean say, they are not part of Sierra Leone, and the president is the father of the nation. Looking at the fact, say, if there is another opportunity, it should be cut across everybody for benefit from. But this question will come up from the mayor, where he say, certain facilities then we as a district, or as a headquarter town, then really facing real challenges. Make mention of infrastructure, wood, electricity, and few other things. Then. And the questions there now concern to the president wherein it gets to do something towards that. From you feel say the president as the father of the nation being biased?
No, President Bill is serve all citizens, and that's not the reason again for it to say why it's in Makeni. Nobody will be marginalized when it comes to opportunities in this country under President Bill, when it comes to service delivery, when it comes to waiting the states they provide for all man. Nobody. You understand me? Because all citizens entitled to forget what you're supposed to forget. That's what the president believes. That's what we believe as a government. The issue of electricity, the mayor say, we all know Bumbuna don't take some time. Makeni, the main source of electricity in Bumbuna. When Bumbuna come on, the first side where they get like Makeni and Mabuka, before even the kind of free turn. So small issues that with Bumbuna, and he cited the past 6 months. The past 6 months, we know that they are easy. Bumbuna na hydro power every year. Once the water go down, the capacity will generate, they go down. So that is normally what happens. But however, the president don't think long term for find solution to that problem. So what we are going to do, we already don't secure funding. We are going to expand because Bumbuna at its peak, they get up to 45 to 50 megawatts at its peak. Then we water those like there August. You understand? So now what do they do? We can expand them. For get another 50 megawatt capacity, so it would be 100. So in the guys, because it be happening where the water don't full, so we're not able to take all during the games because of the capacity where the turbines already they take. So that's why we're going to expand the turbines for such all our water they will take up. So the power drop, then tell the affect the so they will really get the electricity challenges. Drop so that kind of really again. So that's a major solution handed to the energy problem that one day. The issue of the roads, well, President will talk one of the main roads where they all be done the Kaikai, where they lead to the government hospital the past 2 nurses, that Makamago. President don't give directive for the roads authority to go straight away. So the mayor appreciate that. However, he call 1 or 2 3 other road them when he say that key road there, where he say they ask for the government make. The president tell us he don't agree, definitely he will act on them. His Excellency is listening president. So if those are the concerns of Makeni, they address them. But several other concerns the government they address. I mean like the free quality education, because Makeni the benefits. If it that very day, go to call the productive social safety net, where you work back the support to it, where they give financial resources to young people them, where either get existing businesses or where either about for start businesses. Over 1,200. And Makeni alone benefited. The president gave them symbolic check on the other day. So several other opportunities in the way we ensure. As I say earlier on, Makeni, that part of Sierra Leone, irrespective of whether they support the opposition, they are Sierra Leoneans, they're entitled to anything with the state they provide. If you look, one of the sides of the government they give support to farmers. Now Makeni, president talk about the poultry project with Makeni. Now one of the most successful poultry project they work in the country. Now Makeni na day. You understand? Then they buy egg at a lower cost price winner because they produce some cocoa. Then private sector businesses they government they support them. Where they get money where they get from World Bank and other institutions there. Where some of them are in a grant. Them money in this, some of them farmers they don't benefit from thousands of dollars when they use for the development. So Makeni farmers they don't benefit from anything a day. Even Makeni that Bombali they have bully lands where they produce rice. Government they support the farmers in there as well. So Makeni, Bombali, na part of Sierra Leone, nobody is going to exclude them. it no matter whether na the main opposition majority the vote, whichever go own party people they but the majority and the opposition but they are saying is a democracy, they have rights to belong.
Okay, now we did not come to Imoiba. As we look inside the the Concord Time newspaper, it says over 90% strongly dissatisfied with fuel price cuts. Of course, last week we see a press release from the Ministry of Labour. We then talk say international fuel price don't candle. Why they reflect? I think few hours and a day after we see the one way responsible for fuel we get for reduced $2 trillion into the fuel pump price. But yet people are still dissatisfied with regards to the reduction of the fuel, and don't the cry say we feel need for good done more past how it would on. So which now you take more?
Yes, I think say the issue of fuel don't the one day for a very long time, but I think say let us just comment shortly on the town hall meeting, although I don't get me bites already before just to see the come, but I think like from what I say initially that the town hall meeting a very good opportunity for actually bring government to the people and also for the people to government. We go get that kind of civic engagement where people go ask questions to the president, questions that they think say the border around them, a livelihood or several other questions them. Okay, but I think the only thing we don't be a concern with regards to the town hall meeting and the transparency and how independently the process be, of which many people don't say having the Minister of Information to actually act as a moderator, asking the president questions with regards the voting that happen, don't they trigger say the president, the minister could not ask those critical questions to the president, which to a certain extent people say the entire process was like a stage managed one, where all the questions then are questions where they don't actually see where these questions, if we ask them to the president, it go suit the president, rather than those questions where people go out for acts from an independent point of view. So I think say yes, while we commend the event of itself, but the outcome again of the event, these are some things again where we also need for discuss. That moving forward, if we're having such kind of engagement with the president, you know, from the first one I've been to Mali to the second one at Kenema, although president have been good to the one at McKinney, we don't see the Minister of Information don't take charge or for moderate the entire sessions. Not that it's bad, but waiting that is because if you pull the minister away and count somebody who is independent, it might be a civil society, might be a journalist or whosoever way independent, we're not the part of government, then you will get that person for ask those questions the way people go out for or way people go out for ask the president himself. And even when you look at the entire thing, questions were pre-recorded, you know, and from the pre-recorded questions, few were selected where they be actually posed to the president. And even posing to the president, the minister was like finding a way how to coin the questions for even ask the president, you know, so all of those things. So in as much as we are saying yes, those kind of engagements, they're very good, then they're able for ensure say government scout them to the people and people government, but let's have it being that kind of way people go actually look at and say this is very transparent, we get critical questions. Nobody could have, if you look at the mayor, when they give the opportunity for ask, you hear the critical questions that he was actually asking, where compared to the videos, then where they actually play around and everything. We had other people in the hall who were also given the opportunity to ask questions, but there are very few and selective people who are actually give the opportunity for ask questions. So yes, the town hall is good. And we appreciate say yes, government is actually going to other places to all and to the north or the northwest also for whole kind of engagement they had. But moving forward, let's have it more being independent and transparent, so that at the end of it all, we're going to achieve what we have to achieve at the end of the day when it comes to presidential town hall meetings.
So we actually
respond to that. Very necessary.
Okay, I will be a minute.
We're very necessary to light on one day. First of all, the presidential town hall is a Ministry of Information and Civic Education events. I follow on the score that one day. Yeah, we get 3 layers. First one at this weekly press conference when I saw the whole. First, not to say the happen, where they bring government in everybody car. Use information on what they do for bringing government to the people. We start to the weekly press conference. We also get the civic days. At the end of every month, we go to one district to take government officials there to meet the people. Because the idea of all this the people they say they are democratic accountability. They don't put you in for serve the people. They go for tell the people how they serve them. Yeah. For that point, we can get the at the end of the year we can get the National Civic Festival. Yeah. At the same kind of thing, but government officials they go there relief and put them showcase their activity, then take questions or whatever. But then we look at what I would say the parents itself. And one thing we say this is not the president that is averse to taking unfiltered questions from the public. No, he is the only president on the record. We don't match into radio stations, television stations, and take questions with the one directly. Now the only president on the record who don't do that. We take in in office. You understand? So what we are saying in essence is that this Ministry of Information activity. So many of it say pass to go to journalists or CSO. No. I mean, we need to have yeah, so that is one. Then two, let me clarification about the questions. We know state manage anything. Yeah, and this is how town halls, presidential town halls are done everywhere in the world. You can go and check. Yeah. You know they call president for us, but you can ask a feature question. That's not gonna benefit. What you got benefit are the issues with it. Let come out from this sense of waiting, eating, how they are there, this and that. Those are the issues. And in Makerere, the issues came out clearly: youth, unemployment, the economy, all those issues came out. I had the most important thing. And they were asked by Sierra Leoneans. If you are going to that hall and say, no one can ask question, that would have been very chaotic. And you do not want that for the presidents, you understand? So we dealing to different platforms that we get. Over 3 weeks before the event, we asked for questions. And why not we get them recorded till the way you see so? Now for them you really know say that Sierra Leoneans from all walks of life, now they ask them questions today. You understand me? They need a lot of different questions to the president. And the same question come up for the people here. You understand? Now it just waiting and put your hand back. No, but you don't see the question from the person. But the same thing, they just integrator. You understand me? So we don't select anything for anybody. It's transparent and waiting. And the idea of having CSO or this or that, we need to know now we events. And we, now the issues they bring come out. Now call the commission, the important thing for you, but I still can't talk to the public. That's what we do. You understand? But when we the host we take charge.
Okay. So not look at the fear in the doctrine. Because looking at the so over 90% will be dissatisfied with the fear price cuts.
Yes. So Mr. Shida today, okay. I can understand which side people yeah. We always say when fear increases, it affects every other team and it causes inflation, everybody in money. Sure. Very much about that, and we know the people are struggling, we know it's difficult, yes. But the point at issue here is the global problems that we don't meet we. We are not making excuses, we don't make the efforts. For no President Bioka, no longer Corona. Corona destroyed the economy and the world and shuts down the world. Okay. We come on the Russia-Ukraine worker. We can just paper so. You understand? We come on the Iran, Israel, America, the world self-bunker. All of these things now they affect me.
The developmental partners as well, we they come in and see how far best with all.
So I was coming to this one. Okay. Let people understand that development partners, that's no longer true. And it is not just us. Every other underdeveloped or developing country, they suffer now. Them money they go first, they never give them money they to will. Okay. Yeah. It don't reduce drastic. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. You say the United States aid. President Trump first local. World Sabina they pass if you don't know. Yeah. Ask yourself when last year you say different good money. They also have their own challenge, but minus than they over and above that. They all focus on defense spending. Because of them threat their way, them feel say that they get from Russia and other places. Then they put more money up at the defense than they same give you. Now when they tell me they say no look for where there for make money for take care of your own problems. Then they just chip in small. Okay. So that way some years back where development partner they can't they even give them back. That is no longer the case. So that is why you see governments are struggling. That is why all the other tax. They only sell government they get money from tax. You understand? So like fear so we raise. one of government in surest, you get venue where say, yeah, they get this wire, you go calculate, you say this, they get this. I go for pay salary, I go to give this more for make wood, I go to give for get. Now the tax away they go for fair. Because they insure, you the calculator even before it can. Any other one else can change. Prices of commodity can fall at the international market, that private sector they suffer, you tax they collect it drop. Any other thing can happen. So like for fear now, we dey talk about barrel of fear, barrel fear cost per barrel
internationally.
Crude, we do not buy crude now with fuel stations there. Now from crude then they refine petrol, kerosene, diesel, jet fuel, we plane this all now from crude. So if for instance you take 2 barrel crude now, if now petrol you dey put commerce, if you not go reach 1 liter. So that is why the formula where government they use for determining prices, where they belong revisit, that formula there now 2 things more than the what? The exchange rate and the international refined product, what they call the plat. You understand? So now if you say petrol, now this is the cost of petrol, now they look. And then you look crude oil. You understand? But if we come to crude oil back, prior to the war, the market price was about $67 to $70 per barrel. Prior to the war, it went well over $100 per barrel. You know many percent increase down there. So now, with all that they feel we don't go up so. The last adjustment to government make, because government have the formula now on a monthly basis and they review. Okay. But if we continue for review on a monthly basis, almost every month fair before they go. Okay. Like this, the first 3 months. The past 3 months, the review also be stopped. Who decide to not for review again? They just left. So now government may not step in and subsidize. Now millions of dollars. You understand? Every liter of diesel before don't go 45,000 for liter. The market price way before from the last review. Now diesel for don't go. Okay. So government take that 5,000. Now government they pay on every liter of fuel. Now government they subsidize for diesel. Petrol sell before don't go 4,000 more. Government take that 4,000 day. Now they belong the only money we see fuel price this for we don't go that one day. You understand? So now when it don't come now, this being 10, the Iran Israel America war is still not just a ceasefire. In fact, the main negotiations for lead them to for end the war, it has even not started. Okay. So what has happened? Land on this soil. The markets can react. Like whatever they fetch, so anytime anybody say tomorrow they go bomb here, tomorrow they go fetch here, tomorrow they go there, the market, the price, they go. But the moment when somebody say no, me tomorrow they should don't talk first, we they say so did the entire preliminary talk so they get. Wait don't make Iran open that Strait of Hormuz, say 20% of the world in oil be the past. Now it don't lead to this drop. Okay. Tomorrow Iran look that Strait of Hormuz. They begin the arguments back. It goes shoot back to well over $100. Okay. But
on the same drop, people they expect see the fuel price if it come down past how it can also.
That's the people their own opinion. Against both. The reality is the review what they do based on the formula. Now the government say if they continue for look. Not to government they bring in fuel, now the private sector. And when they come, then they put all the documents on a table. At the end of the day, now that marginal profit they make, now government they want for say in October for determine the price.
Okay, now we come to you, Moiba. Moiba, you not the first person you asked, but you self get for say something about this fuel deduction.
Yes, you see, just to see them make things, you don't try for highlights, all of which, and one of the main things that we talk about is revenue. You know, and we look at everything that happens. So even from the 10-way. The fuel been also amount to we go 28, 50 and everything. We all know say according to government the selling price was 27 millions. Sure. But we know say oil marketing company them because of the competition we been there among them we will buy fuel at 25 millions per liter. So when the Minister of Finance being actually go with the bill in Parliament and for OSAI then be try for put excise duty on certain things and fuel will be one of the areas they will they make mention of. USAID say then they put excise duty on the pump price of on fuel. So the minister will make a clear say this will not affect the prices of pump price by the market. But we see just few days after that, we see the oil marketing company remove the price from 25 euros to 28.50. And yes, so we see government say, well, according to government, now the only 1 Leon's addition will happen, because for there the ceiling was 27. The whilst oil marketing company then they sell them at 25. So then they say the oil marketing company then now then they do it good for sell the fuel at 25, because government's ceiling price was around 27. So when the fuel can go 28.50, government said we only added 1 Leon's, because with this, but we know say it come from 25 to 28, yes, 50 or so. So that was the thing. The reason here where fuel business, even when it can also, a lot of people they bash say, oh, this na this na that, this na the reason where they make this particular price still so. Now because of the fact say fuel like basic necessity, I can say. When fuel price go up, it affects all other sectors. Sure. Including transportation, including even food stuff like the market, it affects. So what do we say? Now that government in, government out, there has not been that kind of focus on how do we have sustainable plans for address this kind of issue. Yes, we know say there are times where like crisis they come. Now we are talking about the America, Ukraine, Iran, and everything, all of those what they did. But there are times again, how we do look at it. For me, the aspect which I was expecting government doing don't think consistently. If that particular thing could have been added excise duty to petroleum product, in as much as the government want revenue for one state, but also government for look at again the welfare of citizens then. Sure. If you are having revenue for one state, you don't want say you want money for pay teacher, for example, you pay that teacher 1,000, but the cost of living is way above that 1,000. So for me, it doesn't make no sense. If me they receive the salary, then the cost of living is very high, even compared to that salary where they receive. In as much as government want to ensure that say revenue not only the use for one state, but also government for look at some and say how do we address or how do we cushion the border of citizens there? Look at all the neighboring countries. You know, when it comes to things that were good, you not to see some kind of comparison. But look at other countries, there are things that we do for ensuring they pushing the effect of all of them whatever they happen when it comes to fuel. Countries like Guinea, check the records. They do not increase fuel. You look at other countries again like Ghana or other countries. Yes, at the camp. When you look at, I don't go Yes, so you don't convert it to US dollar. You don't convert it to US dollar. They convert it to US dollar. No, the problem again what can happen when it can happen. When, for example, there's an increase in the global market, when countries will make increase, for example, if Salona increased by 50%, then Guinea increased by 5%, then Liberia increased by 7%, okay, Salon 15%. When it comes to decrease, if Salon puts a loan, from 15 they count out to 10, right? Then Guinea from 5 they count out to 4. Salon go and say we don't count lower than there, but in terms of increase, they don't say the percentage of Salon be increased was higher than the other neighboring countries. Okay. So this is another aspect again. When people look at say when they actually they look at all of them here. So what government are doing in those kind of critical moments? Government for okay, well now we don't say yes we need revenue. What do we do now? Let me suspend this particular excise duty we don't put on petroleum product for the meanwhile until we're able to address this issue of Iran, America, or address. So, they'll be able to ensure so back. We can't come back.
Okay. In a minute, that gets you and just in a minute or two.
The thing when they talk from January, if you look at the Iran war, Israel war, it did not start that way. Start where price go up. So I don't tell say the markets. Then they react to statements. For not in the way America and Iran don't begin exchange war, where they don't begin issue threats, the markets will don't begin react. The oil price will don't begin to go up small.
So even before they
you understand me? So a lot of them are very clear. But again, what you have for say? So the turn away is so easy. Cross-border trade. All man they look for opportunity for make profit. If Salon fail. Really not expensive as Guinea fail and Liberia fail, you see the desire. Oh, you won't be cheap now. Now we cry every day. Say they take fear go Guinea. Who else here anybody cry say they take fear go Guinea? Because the prices are almost at par. If you take another, if you can't take another for good day, you know go sell. If not the same price. If you take another, so actually said the question, why people then are the borders from Liberia and Guinea? No, they can't sell their own fuel then if we are really expensive. It's as simple as that. That's not the case. We they pay a lot of attention to real situation, and other people in the area we can just speculate. You understand? But it goes beyond this wire. Now I don't tell you something very simple. Now where they say you cushion this, you cushion that, yes. Now I tell you say government will pay 5,000 loans on every liter of diesel for the past 3 months.
Subsidies.
Yeah, subsidized. Even this one will reduce, so government see they put some money. Because by the current market price, not today if for day.
But don't say about the best
me? No, I don't say tell you. Me na government, me na.
Yeah, but when
you understand? So what I tell for say, not just look at things on face value. It goes way beyond that one day. Now, you they say, hey, government is for pushing that everything. What people also not tell you is that a lot of salary increases are happening. People don't say it. You understand?
Okay.
Facts. I know they can't have to counter about somebody's salary. Now the public service are they? I mean, Ministry of Information are they? We don't see who's around there.
But
so
people still complain, even though when they in a government sector, people are still complaining.
I am coming in life. Now so God just make me. What's a man? I know say salary not enough for everybody. Yeah, it's not enough for everybody. I should say that. Yeah, because we all deserve to live good lives. Including people that way sometimes when they get them 2-3,000, definitely not enough for everybody. But the point I have for me, where people should don't talk like for say government in just they add until they forget money, the corresponding increase when they take place in salaries. It is not true. That's the point I'm trying to make.
When there's an increase of salary, we will know.
Increase in salaries actually do happen. But you know say you know how much % salary they don't increase for people that civil service.
It was 15% increase and everything. 15%.
Responsibility is so great in a way that the expectation.
Yes.
But when it comes to this, but how we be really
okay, I'll give you one tip example. When we come, deputy secretary, they told you so here, their salary was less than 2 million. Less than deputy. We your government, we took it straight to over 40. Yes. When we come, their assistant secretary, they were always complaining our ways. We 997, 990. We took it straight to 7,000. How many percent increase down there? And now, as I talk to you, then don't hear you top kidder. This September, they are going to. In addition to other increase, other happy. Where we don't do. Understand? So this is not to say government increase, and by the way, the money of government they find for the same. Their salary increase, how they talk so back. And there's some money how they go so back. Before this time, you rely on somebody for Kangi. Most African governments now they defend innovative for raise. Otherwise, not going to make road.
Yeah, but in as much as my point here is yes, revenue.
Okay, in 1 minute, get
there's no need. Me, what should I have? Those are go up. Just next door. Yawa go up now. Dominated. They also the opposite soul. This number 20. Tell us now where. Go. I will big boy at it. So for me, I'm a brother. I don't have a party. You said that a party. You understand? That is the beauty of democracy. One man get right for belong. So why make you feel the party, immediate party, why for the enemy? It's stupid. because people they ought to know better, they incite other people. You understand me? That is just the point. So you ask yourself the question: religious fanaticism, to some extent, they compare to them political affiliation. But we get religious tolerance now, past anybody will make you imagine. They are Christian. I they go and say mosque. I they go I they do anything me a Muslim. I don't complain. Muslims themselves no they complain, but we only get on. So why you think say if we in a different party we still not forget on? I mean, it does not make sense. So now make you see now, there's steps how they take it. What the politics think, politicians I wanna talk with the talk. We will cast that way, we make noise. Maybe we can go so against you na the Yeribi. With the ala they say, oh no, yes I say me ekeke be na AYV. Now me come out they play and laugh. But they say they will talk. I don't insult anybody. That's the way Ajibu be there. Why they hold the opposition? Ajibu Jalo. Me and the council go argue na SABC AYV. Wala ala they. Now they give me lift scan, do open up at the office, give me transport back.
Okay.
So we are just the same people. Then take unnecessary tension there where other people can create. Some people, this is what they try for. Where they create hatred between you and the other person. It doesn't make sense. So I beg to take my leave.
Okay, thank you
because
for coming.
I get the press conference. It's almost a special press conference to get here.
Okay.
Just make a speech.
Thank you very much for coming. This now Bakari just to say we now the head of strategic communication unit at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. As we round up now, Moiba, in 1 minute, at some point, I believe it's a foreigner, we na Ghanaian say, Sierra Leone, when it comes to this issue we get to do with politics, it's say now only color na the problem. It's say because now same people they see maybe they